Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. You can feel the excitement in the air for this game. It's part of the NBA Cup. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Tobias Harris, Grant Williams out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for Miami, they've got Hayes, Rizachet out there with DeLon Wright. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And Stan, for those teams struggling out of the gate, how do these coaches approach it right now?
Well, look, I think what's important, Brian, when you're talking to your team is they need to understand what it takes to win, why we win, and why we lose. And you've got to play to those expectations, all right, and those demands. It's not at early in the year as much the results. It's about what you're doing on the court, well or poorly.
Pass to Hayes. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Throws it up high. It's stolen. Here's Rizachet, hounded by Harris. Here's Dinwiddie. Goes back up. Here's Williams. Rebound Miami.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Now here's Harris, averaging around 6 a game. Here's Morant. Outside, Williams. 6 to shoot. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. That one is off. For Miami, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. The 3 from Rizachet. And it's Harris with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Dinwiddie outside. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Grimes. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Back to Wright. Pass to Rizachet. Down low. Hayes. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Harris finds Morant to snap the cold streak. Some solid defense from Hayes. And it's Miami's ball.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
Outside Morant. Pass to Williams. Right side Morant. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Grimes, hounded by Harris. Here's Knight. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Morant. Rebound Miami. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Rizachet. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Miami making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. And with this pause, let's take a look at the teams that have generated the most offense on the break this season.
Any chance this team gets to run, they take. A quick, athletic team on the break.
Hayes has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Outside Holiday. Outside Williams. And that misses. That would have put him up. And for Miami, they're shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Right against Dinwiddie. Here's Rizachet. No points so far. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Rizachet will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Dinwiddie passes to Williams. Back to Dinwiddie. Williams with the screen. And Dinwiddie good for 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Harris left side. Over Rizachet. Harris misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Wright. Pass to Boucher. Out left to the wing. Wright outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Now here's Holiday. Harris right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Dillingham. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. For 3, Smith. The shot misses. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami out in front, up by 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
So it's Miami now. Jalen Smith is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. It's Oladipo with a drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Oladipo's gotten his first bucket of the night.
So resourceful. When Oladipo's looking for any opening, he puts in a lot of effort on offense.
Holiday with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Nurkic. For 3, Smith. Oladipo with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They hit a low percentage of their shots in the first quarter. They just came out flat, but give them credit. They've ramped it up, and they're winning this game.
Now here's Morant. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
Here's Oladipo. 3-point lead. Here's Simpson. Clock at 6. Boucher passes to Oladipo. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Morant looking for an opening. Tries again. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound Miami. Here's Simpson. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Oladipo. Here's the pick. Over Holiday. The shot by Oladipo, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Inside. Here's Edwards. Cleared away by Wells. Miami leading by 5. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at the visitors here. Early on, they've got the 3rd best record. And of course, Miami, currently a ways below.
Well, I think for Miami, it's just been a bad start for them. At least, though, they still have enough time to get things going.
Well, sure, it is early, but they want to avoid digging too deep a hole for themselves. If you let a slow start go on too long, it can really shake a team's confidence.
Here's Grimes. Still no points. Got it. Good job in the low post. And Miami leads by 5.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Williams against Boucher. Second chance shot. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
And there's the screen. For 3, Oladipo. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Harris outside. Pass to Morant. Now Williams. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. And that one drops.
It's a great option every time to have Dinwiddie run the pick and roll. As reliable a play as they'll ever get.
Here's Grimes. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Harris with it. Hayes picks him up. Harris misses. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Oladipo with a screen on Zubac. Here's Grimes. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Shooting a rough 25% for the field in this game. Here's Harris. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Miami shooting at 44% in the second, a decent rate. Out to Oladipo. Hayes with a screen from 18 feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Oladipo's got 8.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Holiday's checked in for Ja Morant. And checking in with our rookie leaderboard. Here are the top scorers over the last 10 games. Rizachet, number 1.
He's giving them something most teams don't have, a first-year player who can carry his weight offensively.
Oladipo's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Outside, Williams. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's picked off. Pass to Rizachet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Yeah, Rizachet is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
Miami shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. The first one falls.
Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Rizachet as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
And so he hits both. Shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Outside, Williams. Now here's Zubats. No points yet. Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Knight.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And down it goes. 2 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Holiday. Miami making their last shot. 15 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Zubats. 5 to shoot. The fader. He can't hit that time.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Victor Oladipo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Miami. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do.
This has been a struggle for them, to say the least. They're completely discombobulated. That's why they're shooting under 30%.
The truth hurts. And guys, we're still in the early parts of this season, but the power rankings are shaping up.
You take a look at the visitors. Fresh out the gates, they've already established themselves as one of the teams to beat.
That is certainly reflected in their ranking here, a team to be reckoned with. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Victor Oladipo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So it's Miami now. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. They've got DeLon Wright. Jackson Hayes is out there with Rizachet. And it's Knight in at power forward. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Pass to Wright. Here's Knight. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Grimes. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Morant. Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Here's Risache. He's got 5. Here's Wright. Second shot opportunity. Missed inside.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Harris outside. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. Another shot. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And now let's see the most efficient scoring teams around the league this season.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Here's Wright. Pass to Risache from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 7 tonight.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
The free throw drops for Morant. Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Here's Knight, still without a bucket. To the wing on the left. Hayes with a screen on Dinwiddie. Grimes drained it for 2 points.
Well, they get 1 to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Morant, the pass to Zubats. Now here's Dinwiddie. Zubats, screen for the tie. Dinwiddie, no good. Miami leading by 3. Pass to Hayes. And it's Harris with the rebound. Shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Risache. 5 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Hayes with a screen on Morant. And it's Wright missing.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Morant, no good. Miami shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Pass to Risache. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Morant's gone, just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. Here's Grimes. The three from Rizachet. And again, no good by Miami.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the layup is good. Dinwiddie's got 9.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Rizachet to the left wing. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
A moment here to see who the top rookie rebounders have been over the last 10 games. Fourth, Zach Rizachet.
This coaching staff loves how he battles down low. Impressive numbers over the last 10 games.
Zubac passes to Holiday. Now Dinwiddie. 1:27 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Cleared away by Wells. Here's Simpson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oladipo outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Dinwiddie. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
And give credit to Dinwiddie. Taking the hit well and finding a way to power through it.
Oladipo outside. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the middle. Smith passes to Dinwiddie. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Oladipo. Launches it from deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Smith out there with Edwards. Then it's Aaron Holiday. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Pass to Holiday. Smith with a screen on Oladipo. The shot by Holiday, no good. Well, Miami shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Count that bucket. And Miami leads by 2.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Now here's Holiday. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Spins. Here's Morant. Rebound Miami.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment. Oh, nice job protecting the rim, turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Pass to Simpson. Hey, puts up a three. The shot won't fall. Gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Outside Morant. Inside. Here's Nurkic. Rebound Miami. Oladipo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Simpson. 4-3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Holiday against Oladipo. Holiday passes to Morant. And here's Nurkic. Pass to Smith. From the left block. And it's good for 2. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Grimes. There's a screen. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Now Morant. Tries to break his ice. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk. Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Right, pass to Grimes. Here's Rizachet. There's the triple. A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got his first 3 points of the game. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Morant, the pass to Williams. Back to Morant. Outside, Williams. Here's Dinwiddie, plenty of space. Rebound Miami.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Hayes with a screen on Morant. Down low. And finished off by Hayes.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Dinwiddie.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And Grimes pulls it down. Miami leading by 3. 1:50 left in the fourth. That one doesn't drop. Got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Here's Williams. Rebound Miami. Knight's got 4 rebounds now. For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. The shot. And that one is right through the heart. And Miami leads by 5.
How about the rookie, Zachary Rizachet, delivering a timely bucket?
They need this. Morant taking no chances on the flush.
Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Rizichet, hounded by Harris. A minute 9 left to play in the fourth quarter. The three from Rizichet, pure from three-point range.
Oh my, Rizichet, just huge. Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Now here's Morant. He connects! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Well, that's why you give Morant the ball down the stretch. He does not fear the big moments.
Here's Rizichet. And it's Harris with the rebound. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's going to go the other way.
The ball goes to the away team.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. "20 seconds left in the game, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
At the line for two, Vacaville.
Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Seconds left in the fourth. Right against Morant. High arcing shot. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Outside, Williams. Off target from downtown. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for Miami, Delon Wright, taking 2 shots.
We got this. shooting 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And so Miami takes the win. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, time for our player of the game, Zachary Rizachet.